Should businesses consider repairing computers instead of buying new ones? For most Malaysian businesses, the purchase of computers and IT equipment forms a significant part of the company's investment. With time, computer parts will slowly begin to wear out and eventually break down. In such a situation, the business is posed with the dilemma of whether to repair the existing computers or buy new ones. The following reasons are why a business may consider repairing the defective computers rather than purchasing new ones. Number 1. Software licensing costs. When it comes to purchasing a computer, there are more costs involved than computer parts. Software licenses are a big part of the cost. It is fine if the software license is transferable between computers. However, if not, the purchase of another software license is needed. Costs related to software licensing can be quite expensive, sometimes even costing more than the computer itself. In such situations, repairing may seem more cost-effective to a business. Number 2. Software compatibility. This refers to the ability of two different software packages to work well together. Since computer software packages receive many updates and revisions, new computers at the store are likely to have a different version of the software than the computer from a couple of years back. The previous software version you have been using with no issues all this time might fail to work with the new computer you are buying. Buying new software to go along with the new computer could double the expected price of replacing the computers. This makes repairing existing computers a much more cost-effective and desirable option. In most cases, repairing an existing computer should be considered before replacing the computer. Number 3. Software availability. In 2020, most Malaysian companies require proprietary software for business operations. In retail business, it can be a customized point-of-sale system and an inventory management software. Manufacturing industries usually require tailor-made and complex software. Unlike pre-existing software that could simply be downloaded, the acquisition and installation of these custom software programs tend to be a more complicated process. If the software is no longer available for one reason or another, then the company will face a challenge when it comes to installing software packages on a new computer. Number 4. Staff downtime and delayed projects. In some companies, employees solely rely on computers to perform their work-related duties. This leads to low productivity in a case where one or more computers are not available. The process of buying and setting up new computers may be time-consuming, rendering some of the staff unable to work. This may result in a ripple effect in delayed projects, which will end up being more expensive for the company. The business might have to take some time before it can recover for the loss of the productive hours. Number 5. Staff adapting and the learning curve. Employees are very familiar with the computers they have been using for years. Getting used to a new computer might decrease the productivity of the employee. This is because the two computers will have some differences in operation. This time of relearning a new computer to an optimal productive level will cause the loss of valuable company time, which would be more severe, especially where team collaboration is needed, since one person can bring down the productivity of the whole team. Number 6. Preparation, migration, and deployment. There is a lot of work involved in the accommodation of a new computer. The initial setup that has been done to the old computer would be repeated, not to mention the fact that there is a need to migrate and backup all the data that has accumulated in the old computer over its use. This translates to a tedious and time-consuming process, which will again lead to a loss of productivity. Since migrating and backing up all the data is part of the process, the company is susceptible to the loss of data, which would lead to a lot of frustrations. Repairing would make it a simpler, frustration-free experience. Number 7. Ease of maintenance. The result of a business constantly replacing computers instead of repairing them would make maintenance harder, since there would be more different computer models over time. The more different models there are, the more knowledge on maintenance would be needed to keep them running. Also, multiple models drastically increase the likelihood of software compatibility problems. Number 8. Cost saving. When done right, a computer could be fixed with minimal repair cost. Cost of an entire computer plus its software versus the cost of repairing your computer. Repairing would normally end up cheaper. Cost-effective repairs is a combination of two factors. Number 1. Accurate diagnosis. In short, knowing the exact parts needed to be replaced. A competent computer technician will be able to diagnose the computer and know what part is faulty and needs to be replaced. Number 2. Sourcing the exact part. Now this is the hard part. Most branded computer manufacturers have proprietary parts such as motherboards and power supply units. Proprietary parts are not interchangeable across models, and manufacturers are notorious for charging ridiculous prices for replacement if they are willing to sell them. If you need help diagnosing and sourcing, please contact us. Number 9. Environment friendliness. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Disposed computers and IT equipment will lead to the degradation of the environment. Repairing computers and reusing IT equipment will help to reduce the e-waste Malaysia needs to deal with. The purchase of fewer computers will lead to less manufacturing of the same, which in turn contributes to a healthier environment. As conclusion, when done correctly, repairing computers save money and staff hours. MymaxPro is the preferred corporate choice for IT maintenance, leasing and purchasing. Malaysian companies may contact us for a free productivity boosting and cost saving consultation session. Here's how you can get started.